Hey y'all, okay, so today we're gonna get ready. I already have kind of done the look. It's a really pretty, sexy, everyday sexy kind of look. Glam, pretty. I don't know, it's my favorite way to do my makeup. I did a little extra today, but I did it in a way, as always, like I do, not a lot of layers. You get like the same good impact of like, if you did do all the layers and did all the stuff, but it's just, it's so good, it's so wearable. And oh my gosh, you guys, my new old fave palette is back. It's different, it's weird, it's a little strange how they brought it back. So we're gonna talk about that. If you guys gotta get your hands on this. This is something that I talked about, was it, oh my gosh, is it a year or 2 years old? I think it's like 2 years old. My favorite palette of all time. I can definitely safely say that. Any vacation I go, I bring it, but they've improved it, and I wanna kinda show you guys the differences. It's very weird how they brought it back, but changed it and didn't really call it something different. It's like the same, okay, anyways, whatever, we'll talk about it. So excited about that. So we're gonna do the whole makeup look. I'll take you through kinda getting ready, and we'll kinda chit chat about some updates and some things going on in life and around my house and a TV, I don't know. We'll talk about like some fun stuff. So yeah, lots of updates. Oh, before we get started, I didn't really film an intro, that's why I'm doing it now, because I just kind of went for it, kind of went in, but I kind of want to tell you guys what we're doing. I haven't talked to you guys about these tops yet. They're just very basic, long sleeved. I know we're kind of heading into spring. Today it's 40 degrees. I don't know, I had to bust out my sweaters again. It's a mess, but I think long sleeve shirts are kind of like, it's a go-to thing. It's like good to have regardless of the season. These are amazing because they're not like boring crew neck, like up around your neck, like basics that, you know, would look a little if you wore under something. These have a V-neck and they're also reversible, and they're made out of the same thing that my favorite short sleeved t-shirts are made out of. I wish I would have talked about this in that basics video. That's kind of why I wanted to wear it today, to talk about it with you guys, because I didn't include it in that recent basics video. And then yeah, it's reversible, and if you wear it on the reverse, it's like, you know, it's like a crew neck, but it's kind of like, it's not like a, it's like a good one, you know what I mean? So it's not really crew neck, but you know what I mean, it's more crew neck, more like a round. And this necklace, you guys, this is one from that recent jewelry video that I did. This is the one that's very affordable. Honestly, I think this one looks just as good as those fine ones that I showed. So, and I do have the coupon code still for this. It ends on the 31st. So yeah, check that out below. This is a really good one. That is that. Yeah, I hope that you guys like it in here. I decided to film it in here today. But let me know what you guys think. I like filming in here. The last time I filmed in here, you guys seemed to really like it. So I'm happy that we have somewhere else to go. And yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna update you guys on all kinds of stuff, and we're just gonna get into it. So I hope that y'all like it. I'm using the Clinique Acne Solution because that's just what I grab for most of the time. And use my beauty blender. Trying to get the mirror out of the frame. I need to get like a better little tabletop mirror that doesn't plug in. I got the one that is, oh my gosh, it's that one that everybody likes. It's that one that's like, I think I showed it before. But the problem with that one is that it is a zoomy, you know, it's always magnified, and I don't want that all the time. I like having the options of those where you can flip it, you know, because I never use the magnify side. But those you can't. What was that one called? Forgot. You know, it pops on like when you get close to it. I want to talk about a few TV things, which we'll just kind of, and even if you don't watch it, it's not a big deal because I kind of like talk about the situations. I'm not just like throwing out names. Hopefully I'll try. But I think it's kind of interesting. So, but we'll do that in a minute. I want to update you guys on a few video-y things. Okay, so I told you guys I was gonna do a decor video, which is coming up soon. I'm like honestly really excited about that. I'm using my By Terry concealer. I'm gonna do like a little more of a glam, like sexy look, which is my favorite thing to do. Like even if you see me like where my eyes look pretty done, it's just kind of like a level of this. And I'm gonna use false lashes and like kind of go all out today and make it look really pretty. But I'm gonna use that new thing that we're gonna talk about in a minute. Why not? Let's just talk about it right now because this is like too exciting. So you guys, the Man-Eater palette. If you guys have watched my videos for a while, you may have heard me talk about this, was it a few years ago? I feel like it was. By the time I got into it, I feel like it was only out for a couple months, and by the time I really wanted to like recommend it, it was gone. And of course I talked about it in a couple videos. I've told you guys over the years that this is like my favorite thing. I can take it with me on trips. I feel like so many palettes that have come out have so many colors that I just don't use, and this one has the perfect amount. has a shimmery shade, it has just everything you need, a matte highlighter, all that. It's got the perfect crease colors. Oh my gosh, these colors are so perfect. And then a good dark brown, which I love, a good matte brown, and it's got like a cranberry-ish color. So it was discontinued. I still would bring it with me like all the time when I would go on trips. And kind of, you know, I would mention it to you guys, but I mean, I don't like to use things and show you guys, oh, this is so great, let me rave about it. By the way, you can't get it. Like, that would drive me nuts. I don't want to see a makeup look and say, oh wow, that's great. Can't recreate it exactly because they're not available. So some people started DMing me. A girl wrote me and said, hey, you know, look at this. It's the Maneater Volume 2. And I was like, oh, they're coming out with like a new version of the Maneater palette because I always wanted them to re-release it. And then a few other people messaged me too because you guys have seen me talk about this before and I've talked about my frustration that it was gone. And I thought, oh, I'm gonna check it out. And so here's the thing. They did not even market it as like, hey, here's a Volume 2, Volume 1 type of thing. You can't even tell the difference. The back looks exactly this, like, it doesn't say, it's just Maneater. The Maneater eyeshadow palette, the Maneater eyeshadow palette. It's not like a Volume 1, Volume 2 thing. So what they did is they recreated it. And everything I would always say about this, I would always say where it's the perfect palette, I just need a matte black. So they made it with the exact colors, but they made a matte black. And when I first looked at it, I just thought they had created a new one that was very similar. No, you guys, it is the exact colors. This long color, which I said before, I never understood why it's that shimmery one. I guess you could have used it on your face as a highlighter, but it's a little too like glittery. I don't know. I wouldn't have wanted to have done that anyways. I don't really like using eyeshadows like on my cheeks. They just put this color right here. So this is called Lace, this is Lace. All the colors are the same, but they just had room for one extra one, so they made the black. So exactly the same, so good, you guys. If you have not gotten this, if you have not checked this out when the first one was, even if you do have that one, might be time to kind of refresh and get a new one because I reach for a black almost daily, like if I do my eyeliner, which I'm going to show you in a minute kind of what I've been doing. I was so excited about that, you guys. Oh my gosh. Hopefully they will like just, I'm going to pin my bangs back. Hopefully they will have it for a while because it's real good. I use my Chanel Big Bronzer, and lately I have not even been using a blush or anything. I just kind of use this and yeah, call it a day. Like, I don't do any heavy contouring on my nose. I just kind of put some of this on this fluffy brush and just kind of hit the sides. And then I just feel like it gives your face some depth, you know, without looking like you're wearing too much, like too many layers. Because I do feel like that. Like, I'll be honest, y'all, like it looks pretty in photos sometimes, but like if you do all of those layers of stuff, it is just a lot. Like, all we've done is foundation in this, and I used a good moisturizer before that kind of primed my skin. So, I don't know, I just think it's easy. Before we get into like some gossipy like TV stuff, let me tell you, I don't know, first of all, don't ask about this mirror because it's literally like 15 years old for me, Anthropology. One of you guys actually noticed it, and is it dirty? Probably. In one of my recent videos, it was like sitting in the back, and they were like, oh, your Anthropology mirror. And I was like, whoa, girl. Using Whirl, like best lip pencil ever. And then the Serahap airbrush, love this. It's just a thin product. It's not supposed to be thick like a lip gloss. You're not supposed to see it. It just blurs the lines on your lips. It has like some kind of rose oil or something in it. It just primes your lips without putting down like a goopy layer of something, you know? Like if your lips feel a little dry, you can kind of put that on and continue, which is exactly what we're gonna do. Oh, okay, speaking of, I told you guys a while back that I was gonna do like a decor video. I told you guys I was gonna do like a haul and stuff, and I've got so many new things to show you guys, and it's so funny because like I'll think about doing it and then I'm like, oh no, this is, you know, I'm gonna do this, you know, soon, and I wanna show them that too. So I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of just putting it off, but this was the anti-aging Urban Decay. Like, don't go nuts buying a ton of eyeshadow primers. This was just the best. And like everybody can use some anti-aging action. So it's just real good. Okay, no, but every room pretty much I could do like some kind of an update on. I really want to kind of wait and do this one until the counters are done, which we did all that last month. Like we did all the contract and okay, listen, you guys, I'm so excited. So the company that did our kitchen and like the guy that does a lot of our stuff, he books out like really far. Oh sweet, this has a mirror on it, so So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this middle color, the Purr. So he books out like pretty far, and he originally was just gonna do like July to do these counters, and then there's something he's doing in the kitchen, which I'm really excited about, that kind of ties in. I'm not gonna say that because it's confusing. But then Olivia's bathroom is getting the total, like it's getting totally redone. And then we're doing something really cool in our foyer. So he's doing all of that at once, and it was gonna be, or like in the same job, you know what I mean? Over the month that he's starting, which I believe is in, yeah, it's in May, which to me was like so long. So I was like, but originally he was gonna have to do it in July. So I was happy that he kind of like made that happen. So I'm excited that's gonna get done. So anyways, using that, I'm putting it like on my lid, but then I'm pulling it up into my crease and kind of, you know, blending it out. So here's what's funny. A lot of those things, like I don't want to wait and show you before. I'm going to do a before of her bathroom. If you guys watched or read my blog back in the day, when I did a blog occasionally, I would always just kind of throw it in. My YouTube was always my first thing. It was like what I started with, but then the blogs kind of became a thing, and so then I started doing that. And then I feel like that kind of fell off. Like it became, I don't know, I feel like the posts were kind of redundant, and for me, I would rather, if someone does videos, like I'm not gonna, I'd rather just watch the videos. But anyway, so for me, that just kind of made sense. But I would do a lot of decor stuff on there. What am I gonna do next? I'm gonna take this saucy color. It's like a little medium brown. Put it right in my crease. So anyways, you guys, if you remember when we first moved into this house, everything was kind of like a gold, yellow, you know, we did so much like with the paint and stuff, but Olivia's bathroom was just kind of that yellowy pea color, to be honest with you. Nothing had ever been done to her room like since the house was built, which it's like 20 years old now. But you know, the same kind of counters and floors, and which would have been fine if they would have held up well. But her counters kind of yellowed a little because they were that kind of like fake countertop, you know, and it was the only ones in the house that hadn't really been done. And so I kind of thought, you know, I didn't want to like, and we did that with our kitchen too, we waited a while, and I'm glad because I feel like that always ends up working out better. But we waited a little while, and I thought I'm just gonna paint it and see. So I painted it black, and then the beadboard on the bottom was white, and it was really pretty. But the tile has not held up super well. The I'm gonna use this hypnotic color, which is that cranberryish color. Tile didn't really hold up super well, and you know, I'm just at the point where like I just want it to be done right. I just want it to be redone, and like, you know, and I want it to be addressed, you know, like what's under the tub and behind the walls, because you know what we found when, maybe you do, I don't know, when we did this bathroom, all that was just like gone. Like we kept our vanities and stuff, but they did the floors and they did all that. But the shower and where the tub, we used to have this like giant jacuzzi tub that covered that whole area, and we replaced it with a freestanding tub. Can you even see? I don't even know. It was just all wrong. And I mean, it's just nuts. Like the home builder that like did our house was like supposed to be like really reputable and like all this stuff. And it was like, a lot of my neighbors had the same issue, but it's just like, it's nuts what people do. Like when they're just building houses in a neighborhood, it's nuts. Okay, so anyways, I want to see, like, I want to get that right, you know, because I'm just kind of anticipating that that's not right either, which may not be their best thing to do, but anyways, it's gonna be so pretty. So I've got a bunch of stuff to share when that happens. So that'll be kind of fun. But I do have, long story short, I do have a lot of like good things that I picked up recently, but I really wanted that I'm gonna do kind of like a decor haul and kind of like show you some new little things in different areas, and I might show you some of like the befores and kind of show you what we're planning on doing, which is kind of fun. And I really wanted to do a makeup video because I feel like I have not done one in so long. Okay, then I'm gonna take this lace color, which was that, you know, it's a sparkly color, put it right in the middle. You guys, this is so pretty. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is about these colors. They honestly smell like chocolate, which is odd. I don't know what it was. Like when that chocolate bar palette came out by Too Faced, I feel like all the Tarte shadows started smelling like chocolate too. It's very strange, I don't know. Right in my corner, I'm gonna use this color, the Meow, which is like the really light. And see, like none of the colors look chalky. Sometimes like when I'm trying to do that in the inner corner, it either doesn't transfer or it just looks like a little chalky gross. This one's so smooth and pretty. Okay. Let me do my eyeliner and show you what I've been doing lately. So I have been using this pencil, what is it? The Wicked, the Sigma Wicked pencil. And like, I know sometimes I really like a liquid, like a real harsh, or not harsh, but like a hard line, you know, that's kind of like not, what am I trying to say? Not smudged, just something that's like really precise. But this is what I have been loving lately. And a lot of times I'll even do this before my eyeshadow, which I totally could have done today. So it's not one of those that's like super sharp. It kind of like just rolls up. But I actually love the color of this. It's a very like black, but it's like a soft, pretty black too when you smudge it. It's like velvety looking. And it stays on really, really, really well. A lot of days I've just been doing, so like pretend like I didn't do my eyeshadow, I've just been doing this. Where I literally just do my eyeliner, and I'm gonna do more to it in a minute. And then do all the steps I'm about to do to the eyeliner, and then I just call it a day. Put on my mascara, and it looks really good. Today's Monday. I'm hopefully try to get this up today, hopefully. But yeah, on Saturday, I posted a story where I was drinking that Starbucks like crystal ball drink. I don't know, Starbucks. Anyways, I posted a story and you guys were like flipping out over my eyeshadow, and all it was no eyeshadow. It was literally no eyeshadow, or my eye makeup, I should say. You liked my eye makeup. Like there was no eyeshadow. It was just the liner like I do, and then the Too Faced Better Than Sex. So anyways, I take this pencil and I smudge it. So yeah, I just wanted to do a makeup video today since I haven't really done one this month, and like a tutorial. I talk about makeup in like every video pretty much in some way or another, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of do one where I was actually like putting it on, and we're gonna do more eyeshadow and like make it a little amped up in a second, but I just wanted to go ahead and put this on because when you layer the dark colors, I like to already have the eyeshadow on because I put a bunch of dark colors like right at my lash line. So I'm gonna do, I think the first week of April, so what is that, like next week? We'll do a decor video, and then another video that y'all have like really been requesting a lot that I'm kind of excited about too. But I kind of want to start doing more decor videos like hauls and stuff, and I know I said that like a couple weeks ago and I just never did. But yeah, it's just a lot has been going on, and I've been waiting for certain things to kind of like, I just want to finish something, but I know that's never gonna happen. I'm like that. Like I'll show you guys something and I'll think it's totally finished, and then I'll completely change it the next week. That's how I am. When you like to decorate and stuff, that's just what you do. So anyways, then I take the black with this angled brush, and this is what I do even when I don't wear eyeshadow. I always take my black. I've been doing this since high school. Like this was kind of always how I did well, a little differently than this, obviously, but I would take it and kind of set it with a black eyeshadow over it. It makes it look a lot softer, because I think you can't really use a pencil liner and really like not do anything to it. I think you have to kind of make it pretty. You kind of have to give it a little something. So it might take a little longer sometimes, but I do think that the result is worth it with a pencil. Especially if you can get a good one that like really, like this will be on. Like I have to really work to get it off at night, which is good because a lot of times like eyeliner just kind of, I'll just kind of disappear and you're like, where the heck did it even go? But it's just like, this one really stays on, especially when you put the powder over it. So yeah, I can't wait to share that with you guys. Okay, let's talk about, this is so funny. What do you guys think about, let me just tell you, I am not into TV lately. I don't even know what it is. Like I try to watch the things that I used to love, like Atlanta Housewives used to be my favorite show of all time. Like out of all the Housewives, which I watch most of them, that one, Atlanta, was my all-time favorite. And yes, that's where I'm from, but I just liked watching them. I thought they were just like fun and exciting. I have really disliked the season. I have tried so hard. Like there's times too, like when I'll stop watching something for a while and then I'll like try to get back on it. I cannot even get back into it. It is so annoying. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I do know what's going on, but I just can't even get into anything. And then like, I don't know, Marlo's on there a lot, which I don't know, like she's fun to watch, but it's just kind of like, I don't know, I feel like there's some like new people on there. Kim came back, which I actually like Kim, but I just think I just haven't enjoyed it. I just don't think it's been fun to watch at all. Okay, so then take this midnight color. Now that you kind of like set the black, because if you do this right after your black eyeliner, this will just grab onto the black eyeliner and it'll just look like ramp. So you've got a little bit of that plum or the cranberry-ish color kind of in that corner and a little on your lids. So you just want to like dot the brown right on the outer part. You can even use a smaller brush, but I really like this one. This is the E25. This one's just my favorite. I think honestly, if you literally had one of these, which is like an E40 and an E25, you can pretty much do anything. I don't know, they're just my favorite. They're the ones that I can't live without, the ones that I always like reach for. And that really has never changed. I really like that double Chanel brush too that I've been using lately. That one is very good. Then kind of like wipe off one like this and just kind of lightly brush over it and just make sure everything's smooth. But anyways, yeah, I just can't get into it. Oh my gosh though, you guys, something that I have been living for, the only show that I've been excited for, which is hilarious, is Vanderpump Rules. I know, I can't help myself. But I really like it. I feel like it's just like one of those shows where like it's different from anything and that like the people are kind of a hot mess, but it's entertainment. Like it's pure entertainment. Like, so like Lisa Vanderpump is all like, you know, like glamorous and like you see her house and it's just like, and it's like super nice and she is just like so classy and she's like a businesswoman. She does all these great things and you know, very good and like pulled together. And then the show's about like people who live in a that live in restaurants, well, I mean, that work in the restaurants and they're, you know, it's like this group of friends, you know, it's like, and it's a lot of people. It's not just like 4 main people. It's like a lot of people, which I kind of find interesting, but like these people are so gritty and like dirty, like the storylines are like so raunchy at times and like in the gutter and you know, and it's like they're in these like little Hollywood apartments and like, you know, the like lights are going off and you know, and like then you go to Lisa Vanderpump, you know, but so it's like all these different things, but it's like really heavy issues. Like these people are like cheating on each other and like all these like bad relationship issues and like hard things. And then it's like super funny. And so I don't know, I really never seen a show that's like that. And I do honestly think a lot of it is real, like a lot of the stuff that they do and like go through, although I'm finding it hilarious. So there's 2 guys and they all have like literally, they all act like frat boys and like, I mean, they're in their 30s, like they're in their mid 30s. It's just funny because like 2 of them, the 2 guys named Tom are opening a bar with Lisa Vanderpump. And I guess, like, I think had it not be for the show, she wouldn't have done that in a million years. I think it is very real because I think they are really doing it for the show. So I think Lisa Vanderpump's smart and she knows that would be smart to do for her show because it is her show. But I feel like it's just hilarious because like anytime they ever do anything, they show up to their meetings like drunk, or even if they're not drunk, they're saying all these idiotic things. It's not a typical situation of like, oh, let me go to this person first, like starting something up. But it's smart for what she's doing and what the show, you know, is all about. But it's hilarious because these guys are like, you know, trying to be in a business with Lisa Vanderpump and she is like not having any of it. It's so funny. Like they'll try to like tell her what to do or like tell her like, oh, here's an idea of what we should do, you know, for the bar, and she'll be like, no, just shut up, like get out of here. So it's so funny because you could tell like she doesn't want a partner. She certainly doesn't like need them as partners, but it's just funny. Like, I mean, she's smart knowing that really the only reason they're there is because it's gonna bring like, you know, it's gonna give the show a storyline. The show is her business. So I mean, she's being smart with that. But I just thought it was so funny. The whole dynamic. And then like for like Jax and Brittany, I could care less, like honestly. Like, I mean, she's this really sweet girl from Kentucky and Jax is like this player guy that's like been on the show for years. He's like almost 40 and he just always cheats on his girlfriends. He's just kind of gross, and this girl just keeps taking him back and like, I don't know, but I don't really, I mean, it's up to her. I don't really care what she does. So many people get so outraged. Like, I could just care less. I mean, she's happy with him, whatever. So what I've been doing with my brows lately, either I don't do anything and I just use clear brow gel, or I've been using this. This is the perfect color. It's the Dip Brow Pomade in Blonde. It darkens my brows just slightly. Even though my actual brow hairs are pretty dark, I really don't need to darken them. I just want to kind of fill in behind them and have a color that is very similar to their tone, and this one is, and it looks perfect. It doesn't oxidize, it doesn't do anything crazy, and the tone is just right. I tell you guys all the time, like sometimes like brow products can be way too like even greenish. Like they can have a greenish like tone to them, which is odd. Sometimes they're too like orangey, too brown. I really don't like a lot of like things that look too dark. So it's just, you know, it's hard to find ones that are a little lighter that are the right tone. So this one called Blonde is actually like, it's very brown, but it's like a good tone. So if you have brows that are similar to mine, and sometimes when you fill in your brows, you feel like it's just too much, because mine can get very dramatic, even if I just use like a medium brown. It is so, so good. And it lasts a really long time. I think that it makes them look really pretty and natural and soft. And then this is just the best thing. I've been using my, this is the Chanel double-sided brow thingy, little brush. But what's funny, oh my gosh. Dude, what do y'all think about Ariana? Like, Ariana and Tom, I don't know. Like, I can't figure it out. Like, their storyline was that they weren't intimate, like they, you know, didn't have like that part of their relationship. It was just weird. I don't know. I get that, like they're part of the show. Well, then it kind of became like her storyline was that she didn't like her, let's say, her like lady parts. I don't know. It's just, she's not a, she always like, she made it a big deal where like when she's doing the interviews, she says that she went through something, like she's not, I don't know, like someone made her feel bad about it, I don't know, but that's her big storyline now, is every time you see her, she's talking about how she doesn't like how she looks down there, and she's very self-conscious. It's very strange, okay? I don't know, I get it, but I don't get it why it's a storyline. It's not strange that she feels that way. It's strange, I mean, because I'm sure a lot of people do, but it's just strange that that's her storyline. It's just like, I'm kind of watching it like, I don't care. But I hate to say this, but I don't really buy it, which makes it even weirder. Why would you say that? Because the next scene, she's at a laser hair removal appointment with probably upwards of 5 or 6 cameramen in the room, technician, whatever you want to call, and then 3 of her girlfriends, and they're all, you know, even if you're not self-conscious, I mean, going to the doctor and like, hey, like, look, that's even uncomfortable. But it's like, if you're in the room with that many people, like, I'm sorry, and you're being filmed, and they showed it, I mean, it was blurred out, but it's like, I mean, just knowing that was like on film somewhere, and like all your friends are like, girl, no, I mean, I'm sorry, but you're just not self-conscious if you can do that. I'm sorry. She says she is. But do you think that was weird? I thought that was weird. I didn't understand it. It was almost like they edited it purposely to do that, so that you'd be like, really? I don't think so. Okay, so I'm almost done. Here's what I'm gonna do. So I've been using this a lot, and I just can't go to anything else. It's this Too Faced, what is it? The Diamond Light highlighter. You guys, I cannot get off of this stuff. I use this little brush, put a little on my nose. So you do a little bit. I think that's cute. That's a lot, I bet. And then this is not my favorite brush to even use for my cheeks, but I do like to use it right here. I kind of use it. I put a little here and a little there. I don't really put eyeshadow on my brow bone much. I just kind of use this. I think it's pretty. And a little bit above the brow, like right at the arch, like you know, just right there. Even before you do your brows, sometimes I say just like stamp it over it. So you don't want your like finished brows to look powdery. And then I take this brush and I just kind of put a little on my cheeks. You don't want to get too intense. You could have even taken that smaller brush to put a little there. It's just pretty and it's not too much. Oh, what did I want to tell you guys though? What else did I want to talk about? The other show that I watched is Beverly Hills, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Whoa, that was too much. Don't ever do your makeup in the viewfinder. Don't like look at that because I don't have a mirror behind me, so I can't really like see what I'm doing. This highlighter just like never looks makeup-y. Okay, I'm just applying way too much. Let me use this. This is the Jouer Saint Germain, the lip gloss. I love these pigmented lip glosses. They're so good. I used to use the one called PCH. PCH and Saint Germain are really good. This one's kind of like a natural like nude peach color, a little bright. It really has the pigmentation of a liquid lipstick, but it doesn't set, you know, or anything, but it stays on pretty well. And I mean, don't be unrealistic, it's a lip gloss, you know, like lip glosses don't stay on all day, but that's okay, they're not supposed to. So I'm just gonna use these the Ardell, the Wispies, just for something. What else do I wanna talk about, you guys? Oh, okay, so Beverly Hills. I don't know. I feel like sometimes I'm just kind of over, I feel like the storylines are always pretty similar. I mean, I don't know, like, I just don't really understand Teddy, and like I don't get like, I mean I get it, like she's a new person, whatever, but not that I'm saying like to be on the show you have to be super dramatic, but you kind of, I don't know, like she just seems, which I like. I think I would really like her like in real life, like as a person. I'm not saying anything bad about her. I'm just saying I don't get her on the show. You know what I mean? Because it's always like she's just fighting against their personalities and saying like why it's wrong, like why, or not wrong, but why she, you know, she's an accountability coach, and she's like kind of always just saying like, I think she feels a little superior. Erica Jane, like she does no wrong in my eyes. Like I love her, but like she does need to chill when she gets kind of, and she apologized to her, which was nice. Like someone will say something like bad to her, like what was it? Teddy was like, "You have pretend amnesia, like you don't remember this." You could like see her losing control. Like at first she was like, "I don't pretend, I don't pretend, I don't pretend," and she was like, you know, and like it was like, blah. Like I get it. If someone said that to me, I'd be kind of pissed too. But sometimes I'm like, girl, reel it in, because I don't want her to start like getting weird. Because I really do like watching her on the show. She's just like interesting. I don't know. I just don't feel like there's anything else to talk about with that. You guys, I cannot believe I didn't mention this when we were talking about Vanderpump Rules, but what did you guys feel about Ariana's brother and like all that? I mean, okay, like I said, I'm fully invested in this show. So I definitely like, so I'm taking this very seriously, no I'm kidding. Ariana was the one that was like self-conscious about her like, and she was the one that was like, you know, getting waxed or whatever. But if you've watched the show from the beginning, Ariana's always been kind of like an enigma to me, like not in a good way, but just very odd. And like, do you remember that one episode where they showed flashbacks of her before she was on the show? Like I think in season 1, she was just in the background and she was like so unhappy, or like so like too cool for it, like did not want to be a part of it, and was like physically, like looked physically sick and uncomfortable. And then like she's a part of the show, but that was kind of her vibe in the beginning, was that she did have kind of like that too cool for everybody attitude. So like her and Tom are on the show, whatever, like she kind of got into her group, but she kind of acts like, you know, she's just the cool girl, like one of the guys, her relationship's great. But then it's like anytime Tom wants to go do anything on his own, or like he had that business trip to go to, or like that one year, like he was gonna be gone for like part of her birthday, she gets really upset. Like, I don't know. And I'm like, girl, you can't do that like in a relationship. But I don't know, it's like she gets kind of like whiny and weird sometimes and kind of like a baby. I feel like she's not very nice to a lot of the girls. Like here's the thing that was weird. Her brother, so her brother works for the restaurant, like that's kind of the whole thing. They work for Lisa Vanderpump's restaurants or whatever. So her, and Ariana's like a bartender or whatever. So her brother, talking about this like it's like real important stuff. It's totally important stuff. So her brother is, he's been on the show like a little bit, just like in the background, just like hanging out with them. I really like these lashes. These are really pretty. These are the 601 wispies, because there's like a million. I feel like there's a lot of different wispies, not a million, but there's probably like 2. Her brother asked out Billy, which is the new cast member. So he asked her out, and then Billy was talking to Stassi and Kristen, 2 other girls on the show, and I really honestly like them this season too. Kristen's always kind of been a little like whatever, but I like Stassi. So anyways, they were talking, and Billy was like, yeah, you know, Ariana's brother asked me out, and they were like, oh, okay. And Stassi was like, well, you know, make sure that you go out in public or something, because he's a little creepy. Like, I had a creepy experience with him. And then it flashed back and showed him at a wedding that they had gone to before, and he was like all over Stassi, and she was like, okay, leave me alone. And he was like, no, and he was like all over her, like just being, I could like kind of feel like ugh, when I was watching that, and it obviously made her uncomfortable. And then they said that it happened to a bunch of different people. He was just like that with everybody. So she was kind of like, yeah, I got a bad vibe, like not super into him. And they were like, but have fun, you know, because Billy was like, I don't mind, you know, it'll be fine. And so she was like, okay, girl, well, have fun. Well, then, so then that got back to Ariana, that they had said something about her brother, and she was like, oh, that didn't happen, like, oh, blah. And everyone, like, even Tom, like Ariana's boyfriend, like shamed the hell out of Stassi and was like, that didn't happen, like, how dare you say that? And I'm like, that is so odd. That like, shouldn't you respect a woman that like says that a guy was super creepy and like gropey and disgusting, and like, and it was on camera. I think it's gonna be hilarious when they watch that back and they're like, okay, wait a minute, he was kind of creepy. I didn't like that. I felt so bad for Stassi, and I felt like she kind of handled herself well. She like just ran out. I'd have been flipping out. I'd probably like, but anyways, okay, so I think we're done with all of the TV drama and the this and that. When I put the camera back on, I think it started like pointing down after I changed my battery. I Okay, whatever. It's just sexy and pretty. It's just a really good way to do your makeup that has a huge impact, but doesn't look like you have a million layers on your skin, because you don't. Try this, you guys. Oh my gosh, check this out. I really hope that they don't make this. I think it is a limited thing. I really hope it's not, though. This is the best palette. I have said that since I talked about it the first time, but you guys, it's so good. Try it. I think that you will love it, and let me know your thoughts. I was just so shocked that it's just a remake, which I love, because maybe they saw like, okay, that one was good, we're just gonna improve it. So maybe they'll have it for a long time, or even better yet, make it permanent, because it is amazing. Literally, this is like one of those palettes that's like, this is the only thing you need type of thing. Okay, so this is probably gonna be a very long video. I don't care, I just wanted to chit chat with you guys. I don't even know what we talked about. I was just kind of going for it, but I hope that y'all enjoyed hanging out with me a bit today. Let me know what you think about the videos in the bathroom. I think it's good. Last time that I did one in here, I think I got some good feedback on the lighting. You guys said it looked good. Sometimes I can't tell when I'm doing this, and it's like by the time I edit, I see that it's good or bad, and I'm like, whatever. But I think this is pretty. It's nice that I can film even at night in here. I mean, we've got a little bit of natural light, but like you can see in there, the windows are open, and it's like, bleh. And on rainy days and at night, we have somewhere to film. This is good, y'all. And I cannot wait until, well, it's not gonna be, I can't wait till it's like totally done in here too. So I'll keep you guys updated. We'll do some decor videos. A lot of fun stuff's coming up. I just wanted to kind of hang out with you guys and do my makeup and show you guys this amazing new thing that I'm super excited about. This new old thing, this new old favorite. So thank you guys for watching. Love y'all so much, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.